Hello everyone and welcome to Flower Friday. My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That is right, and hello. And we have something beautiful today. We are going to be making a Mother's Day wreath.
Yeah, so this wreath is going to be so sweet and pretty and perfect for Mother's Day.
It is.
It's going to be great to use as a spring wreath if you wanted to make one like this for yourself or to give to somebody that you loved.
That is exactly
but we are definitely gonna have some fun today, so welcome everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
Yes, we appreciate that, and if you don't mind, take just a second and share this with your friends. We would certainly appreciate that.
Yeah, and those of you who are joining us live, y'all type live in the comments and let us know where you're watching us from. If you are watching the replay, please type in the comments where you are watching our replay from as well.
That's
we are live every Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, so y'all be sure to join us and let's have some fun today.
Yes, one of our favorite days of the week because we love being here with you all. And I'm going to show you what we are going to use. I've already made my bows and we've got them on my wreath. We're using a 14-inch grapevine wreath.
So we are using that 14-inch grapevine wreath. We've got our bows made, but I will link a video showing you how to make bows like the ones that we're doing today. And I'm going to show you how to put those bows on in just a second.
That's right. And we've got some beautiful pea leaf. We wanted something really soft and sweet with this since we're calling it a Mother's Day wreath, but like Amanda said, you can use it all spring. But we've got the pea leaf. We've got some lavender. I love this lavender. And then we've got some roses. We've got some purple cabbage roses. I love these are lavender cabbage roses. We've got some pink. They've got just a little hint of purple around the outside. I love these. So pretty. Some ranunculuses. Some little tiny rosebuds. Some onion grass. So we are ready to make a beautiful wreath.
Hey Beverly and Mary, we're so glad you guys have joined us today. Hey Lacey and Lily. All right, so I'm going to show you what ribbons that we have used today for our bows. This is so pretty. I love this ribbon. Now this is from 5th Street Studio Ribbon. You can find them on Etsy. You can find them, I believe, on their own website. I think it's shop5thstreet.com.
And it's the number 5TH.
So we've got some of that. All of this is 1.5-inch wired. We've just got some sheer purple. This came from Hobby Lobby. You can find that just about anywhere.
Yes, yes.
And then we just have some 1.5-inch pink. So you just want to make sure that all of your ribbons are wired. That's very important.
Oh, yes.
And like I said, I will link a tutorial showing you how to make bows like this. But I'm going to go ahead and attach our bows. So the first one, what I do first, we always kind of look at our wreath base because sometimes you'll get wreaths that just aren't round. They're kind of crazy
lopsided,
lopsided,
weird.
Yeah. So you want to look at it and move it around. Find which side looks best for the front. Now we're doing a crescent style, so you will see some of the grapevine, some of that will be exposed. So I always try to make sure the best side is going to be exposed. And I'm going to put this one at about 10 o'clock on my base. Now this is just a big wreath bow. And like I said, we'll attach a video showing you how to make one of these. But we do use a bow dabber bow maker, but they're pretty easy to make. Now I'm just going to attach mine to my base.
Yeah, about the 10 o'clock position.
10 o'clock.
My glue is wanting to
smoking up
smoke a little bit. I don't want to cut it down too low because then it'll get stringy.
You just want to make sure that your bow is on there really tight. You don't want it wobbly, so if you have a real thick wreath, you may have to weave your wire in between some of the pieces of grapevine. But if your base is not too thick, you can just wire it right around the whole base. And that's what I was able to do with this one. We used and
That one's going to go about 5 o'clock.
All of our stuff in there. So.
Yes, and if you're new to wreath making, you know, you'll hear us talk about it helps to look at your wreath as a clock. You know, it just helps you figure out where to place things.
Yeah.
So that's why you'll hear us say 5 o'clock or, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. So you can go ahead and start adding the greenery if you want to.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do, you know, we always usually, now once in a while we'll do something a little different, but most of the time we always green our wreath first. And we say green, but it doesn't always have to be green. We are today going to be using this lavender to green our wreath. So I'm going to just start with it. And this actually came from Walmart. You can use any lavender, would be fine, but I love this one because it's so full. So I'm going to cut these off of the stem right quick and take that price tag off and get going on it.
I actually like this
I really do.
From Walmart, but Michael's has a really good lavender too.
They do.
That
so any, you know, either is perfectly fine. But that is what we're going to use to green with. And so because I'm doing the crescent style, I'm going to start about right here because we're going to just go around the outside with our lavender. So I'm just going to bring it right about there to start. And I put my first one at the top, and I'm going to put my first one at the bottom. And a lot of times I'll do 1 or 2 at the top and then 1 or 2 at the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and put my first one here kind of up under my little bow. Just like that. And we are using our Surebonder glue skillet to dip our stems in.
And what we're doing with the lavender, we're kind of just framing the wreath.
We are. Yes, this helps you not only to establish the shape, but also the size of your wreath. Because as you see, our wreath's going to be fairly large by doing it this way. So that is very important.
So I'd say we've got about 3 inches between each piece of lavender,
yes,
all the way around.
Yeah. This one, I'm getting a little more glue. It doesn't want to stay where I've got it. There we go.
I love when we can use lavender. Spring is so...
Yep.
It's just so fun because we get to use all these pretty
I know it.
flowers and fun greeneries.
That's right. And after winter, we all are usually looking forward to that. Unless you're my husband who loves winter. But I am definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. Y'all let us know in the comments. Are you a winter person? Are you a spring person? I know there are some people that really love winter.
Yes, I mean, he just absolutely loves winter, and I absolutely do not.
Yes, guys, this I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but this is a 14-inch base.
Yes.
And I will say that we've got some long tails. These are about 40-inch tails. They're long. So they will get in your way a little bit when you're making them, but it's just always better to put your bows on first.
Yes, and
that's
you can
just
just tuck
out.
these in. You know, a lot of times I'll just kind of tuck them in like that, or just kind of move them out of the way. However it works for you is fine.
A lot of times I'll just take my hand and roll them up and kind of get them out of my way, but I'm going to be moving this around, so they'll get in my way.
They just will, that's right.
But it really is better to go ahead and put them on.
So you see I've got those all on the outside. I have one little piece left, and so I'm going to put this on the inside of my bow. so that that's already taken care of. I know I've got something on every side of my bow now. I am going to put something up under here too, but not yet. So there we go. So we've got our lavender. I tell you, this would be pretty just to fill it up with lavender, wouldn't it? I love this.
You could do that if you wanted to.
You certainly could.
You could just use lavender and by itself, or lavender and just some little flowers.
Yep.
Which are pretty too.
Now we've got our pretty purple cabbage roses here. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with these. You've already cut yours off.
I did.
That was
I
smart.
cut them short because I had them in my little box.
Yes,
over
and
here,
they're just in the way.
and they were so long.
Yep, that would have been smart if I had done that. Gotten that out of the way.
So we got some fall lovers and some spring
Oh,
in the
yes.
comments.
Yes.
Some summer.
Now, Amanda's actually a fall
Yeah, I like
lover,
fall.
aren't you,
I
darling?
do like fall.
Yep.
I love fall actually, but I'm always ready for spring.
Yes. All right. I've got 3 of these, so I'm going to go ahead and put one right here in the top, but to the side of my bow, because I want to kind of frame my bow with it. So I'm going to put one right there. I'm going to put one underneath. So I'm going to move my tails out of the way. And by doing this, this is our crescent formula. It just tends to make your wreath come out about the same way, even though you can use all different kinds of flowers and make them look all different kinds of ways. This is just one way that it makes it easier for people that are new to making them, I think, to have some kind of way to do it. Don't you think?
And if you do this formula that we're showing you here for the crescent style, you can actually, you don't have to use roses every time. You can use hydrangeas.
You can use all
You
kinds.
can use dahlias, peonies. You can change out the flowers. You can do any kind of flower combo or any kind of color combo to suit your, need or style.
But do the same thing, exactly.
And then you can just change out your bows and things like that. So
exactly. And I'm putting this one right behind it. Right at the 9 o'clock position.
I think we're going to have to cut that glue down just
yes,
a little
it's
bit.
still...
Just a little bit.
I
It's a
will
little
get
bit
it.
hot.
Yeah, it's still wanting to smoke some for us. But we're just, like I said, we are just framing our bow. So we've got that where we want it now. So, and I've got strings. So now I've got my little ranunculuses and my roses.
I don't have any of those.
Did I not give you any?
You got them right beside you.
Oh, I do. Yes.
Just hogging them.
I meant to give them to her. I knew I
One
got
of us
2
is always
bushes
hogging the
out. Yeah,
flowers.
we are. Isn't that the truth? Well, I knew I had gotten 2 of the bushes out, and I could, so I didn't know what I'd done. But that's what it was. I just stuck it over here in my pile. All right, now I don't need one quite this long, so I am going to cut these apart just like that. And this one's got 3 on it, but I'm going to bring this one right about here. Let's see, how do I want? I got it turned. No, right here on this side of my lavender. Just like that. Let me make sure I got it. Got my bows in the right spot. There we go. It got turned around there. Uh-oh, I dropped one of my flowers. Oh well. Let me cut another one.
And I always am dropping my flowers.
I'm telling you. Butterfingers here.
Wild with my flowers.
Yep. We throw them around. Okay, now this one I'm going to bring right down in the bottom. I'm just going to kind of move the tails over and put this right here beside it. Just like that. It's just kind of hanging down.
Thing I don't love the leaves on these.
I know sometimes I do take the leaves off because I don't love them either, but I'm gonna put this right up here in the very top behind my bow, just like that, and I'm gonna do the same thing at the bottom.
So those that I don't care for, I'm just gonna pull off.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of a different color.
Yeah, I don't love them myself. I've left some of them, but I don't really love those.
Hey Kelly, yes, we do have a tutorial on our blog doing a teardrop swag.
We do.
Spring one actually, I think it is.
I think I
believe.
I think it's the one with the sun. I know we've got one with sunflowers, and we've got a couple, I think.
So if you guys want to check out the blog, there are lots of tutorials on there.
And then I've got one behind it, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put one on the inside of my bow as well. The little flowers is missing. There we go.
These flowers they're actually they're from Vickerman.
Is that where these are?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember where I got these.
Now, I've noticed online, Walmart and Amazon are carrying a lot of Vickerman products.
They are. They sure are.
They're not they're a little on the pricey side.
Yes.
You know, so if you did not want to get these, they have very similar at Michael's.
They
very
do.
Similar.
They're very similar. They would definitely work. Now I'm going to also just kind of fill in between. So I've got those put where, kind of spaced out. And I'm going to put this one right up under here. Just kind of out like that. I'm going to put one right in the top. Well, actually, no, I'm not, because that was my last one. All right, so never mind. So now I want to put some of my pretty little roses. Now, this was actually a little bouquet of roses from Michael's. And if you check, every now and then you can get those little bouquets for, 50% off and that kind of thing. So this one I'm going to bring right in here. Now you see I've been working along the outside with the others, but these are coming in the middle. So I'm just going to bring that right in there.
And these are good because they're very bendable.
Yes, they are. You can kind of, I love that. Yes, you can kind of put them like you want them. Now this one I'm going to bring on this side of my cute little bow here. Just like that. I'll bring this up here in the top. Right in there. And now you could use more of these if you wanted to. You could kind of sprinkle them all around. I think I'm going to bring this one right out here. That is up to you, and you can use actually less flowers if you wanted to. Whatever works for you is fine. You can just stick with this this recipe and or formula, and it'll come out right. All right, I've got my little, these are kind of a pinky peach color. I love this color. They've kind of got purple on the ends. So I'm going to bring one right up here over top of my bow. Just like that.
And these are from these are from Michael's
Yes.
as well, so I like those.
I like those too. And this one right here in the bottom. There's a little smaller one, so I'm just going to bring that one up here behind my little purple. And I'll put this one right under the bow. I need to move that up just a little bit.
These are different sizes. There are some smaller ones and there are some larger ones on there.
Yep, I put the smaller ones at the top and the bottom. I like that they've got different sizes. Alright, I'll put one of my larger ones behind my bow. Take this price tag off. Y'all let us know, what is the weather going to be this weekend where you are at?
It's been windy here, so
Yes,
we've had
extremely.
so much rain, and it's just like our ground is so wet right now.
I tell you what, earlier today, a gust of wind came up, and I heard a bang, and my rocking chair had gone tilting over, and was hanging off of the end of the porch. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
But,
my umbrella
Yeah,
was sideways, my big umbrella.
yeah, but it is.
So
All right.
I'm surprised if you guys don't hear it because it is loud.
I know it, I know.
Loud wind.
So if y'all hear something, that's what you're hearing. Okay. Now I'm going to add my little onion grass, because I love, anytime that I can find something that's just a little different to add to something, I love that. And that's how onion grass is. It's just, that gives it that little extra something. So I am going to put the first one right up here in the top.
I always think these are cute to use, and you can get them in different colors.
Yes.
And they really do just add like a nice texture.
They really do.
to
And
your
I love that.
designs.
I'll have to cut that one off a little bit. I love any time that I can find something like that. And that's the kind of things that I look for. People ask me all the time, when you're going to buy supplies or something like that, what do you look for? I look for something that's unique or different, or, I can buy a ton of flowers, but I don't want just flowers. So I'm all the time looking for something that just looks a little different, but that is beautiful. Something like this. So this one I'm going to bring right here in the center, in between everything. Just like that. And bring this one up here in the top behind my bow.
Got those tags on good.
I know it. They don't want to come off, do they?
No.
Here's one. I'm going to add right down here in the bottom.
I actually got a little bit of glue just now on my bow, and I'm going to tell y'all what to do if that happens.
Because it will happen.
Because it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Just kind of wait, and then you can take the hair dryer and actually it'll melt right back off.
Yes, it will.
Sometimes if it's thick enough, it'll peel off, but if not, you can use a hair dryer.
Mm-hmm. Now I want to start filling in some of my places with my pea leaf. I love this. This actually comes from Pioneer Wholesale. I'm not sure if you can find it. Do you know if you can?
No, I think there were some retailers that were selling it, but I have not checked lately, and so I'll have to check.
Yeah, because
it is, honestly, it's like my favorite
it is
greenery ever.
Especially this time of year. It is just so soft and beautiful, and it's a great filler, to fill in. So, but it is Pioneer Wholesale is wholesale only. So,
if you can't get that, any kind of, like, you could use boxwood.
Boxwood would be fine. Something. I thought I had some. Now this is a boxwood that. Well, there's actually two kinds here. I've got this one, and I think this one was from Michael's. Yes, no, Joann's. So both of these are from Joann's, and you see, so anything like that would work if you can't get the pea leaf. But if you can,
yeah, eucalyptus.
I highly recommend it.
Any kind of compact greenery, really, you could use.
Yes. I'll put that there.
But I will try to find out where you can get that. I mean, I know there are places where you can purchase it.
There are. I'm just, right off.
Hang on,
I don't know where they are. But I'm just going to kind of sprinkle this around to fill in the holes. I want to put some right over here behind my bow, like that. Put some on the inside of my bow.
And what we're really doing here is we're just filling in.
But you see how by using the greenery, how it makes the flowers pop. It makes them stand out more than if you just, leave all flowers. Because, when you've got just a bunch of flowers, you don't see the individual ones. But when you've got the greenery in between, you can kind of see each one, and it just makes it so much better, I think. And you will see us pull all of the stems up to the top. That's what you're going to see. So you want all of them up there if you can get them up there.
Show you guys a close-up of this pea leaf. Gosh, I got birds stuck in there.
Uh-oh.
What it looks like. It's just got a good color. I love the color.
It's such a soft, pretty color. I love that too.
But like we said, you could use boxwood.
You could. Eucalyptus would be fine. And really, if you wanted to, now I like the contrast of the different greens, but if you wanted to, you could fill it up with just the lavender.
Oh yeah, you could. For sure.
But I am always going to use greenery if I can. And all we're doing now is literally just filling up any of the spaces.
You didn't add the roses. I added roses.
Oh, did you? I didn't.
I just realized you didn't add
roses.
I
didn't.
So either way, you could add them.
Yeah.
Some extra pink
I
roses.
may go back and add a couple, but I don't know. Those came from Michael's, too, I believe. But, oops.
But really, either way. I mean,
yeah, I didn't, I didn't add them.
So I know last week we made a little bunny centerpiece, an Easter centerpiece. So if you guys missed that, you can go back and watch that.
Fun.
And so many of you said you were just so happy that we did that and that you'd like to see us do more arrangements and other kind of crafts like that. So let us know in the comments what kind of things you would like to see us make.
Yes.
Because that would be helpful for us.
It would be very helpful, and we do love to do stuff. So,
yeah.
So
if you'd like to see,
if you'd
swags
like to
or
see something, we would
arrangements
love to do it.
or, whatever, just let us know.
We are here to help you.
Yeah. Look at me. I am getting wild with this.
You
glue
are, I'm
today.
telling you.
I think
She is wild with the glue.
I think I'm running out of room.
I know
over
it,
here
yep.
is the problem.
That's what it is. Here, we'll move it this way a little bit. The main thing that you want to do if you are, using another greenery like we're doing, is you want to make sure that you have it equally spaced out all over the wreath. You don't want to have big clumps of it in one area and not have it uniformed all throughout. That's the main thing.
Yeah, because that's the thing, when you use the compact greenery, you do want to just make sure that, like she said, you're getting it even. Otherwise, it's not going to look
Right.
like you want it to. If you
No.
have like a lot on the top and not on the bottom,
Exactly.
it's going to look a little out of place. So you don't have to get it exact. I mean, it's not like
it
exact. You don't have
doesn't.
to exact.
Yeah, but you do just want to make sure that you've got some all over. Let's see if I can fluff this bow a little bit. You see, I think I will add a couple of my little roses here. So I am going to add one up here in the top.
And a lot of people don't think about things like this for Mother's Day and giving things like this as a gift. But I mean, you know, this is a great gift. It can last, you know,
it's
for
something that,
years,
yes,
really.
Yes.
I mean, if you take care of them,
that's exactly,
you know, rather
right.
than just a bouquet of flowers, fresh flowers. I mean, I love fresh flowers
I do
too,
too.
but
I do too. But you're exactly
they don't
right.
last that long.
No, and this is something that definitely would.
Yeah.
And now all I'm doing is I'm just kind of moving things around just a little to make sure I've got everything where I want it to be. And I'm moving my pea leaf around. I think I want to put one more little rose right there.
And now, you know, there's a lot that you could do with this too. You could add butterflies.
Oh, yes.
You could add, you know, little cute butterflies.
Sure you could.
You could add birds. If you had some matching birds, that would be cute on there.
It would.
All kinds of fun things you could do with it.
Yep. And you could just use one bow if you wanted to. You don't have to use two. You know, that is strictly whatever you decided. But I don't know, something about Mother's Day wreaths, I just love using a lot of ribbon. Right now I'm just kind of curling my tails just to see if that's how
I'm still adding my greenery. I haven't quite.
Yeah, I'm probably going to
finished
add a
it.
couple of more little pieces, but I wanted to get this so I could
Shorter.
see if I needed any more. Okay. And, you know, if you're trying to curl ribbon and you have trouble, you know, if your hands, if you've got arthritis or anything like that, you could just take your scissors and curl your ribbon, you know, around the scissors if that's easier for you. Well, drop them.
There went your scissors.
There you go.
Throwing
and then
scissors
you can
at
just, yeah, and then you can just pull them out and straighten them, you know, whatever works for you. I know that we do have some that have issues with making bows and that kind of thing, so anything that makes it easier.
Or if you just wanted to do shorter tails.
Yes,
you know.
or you could do them straight, whatever you like. Okay, turn it this way just to make sure I have it like I want it. Alright, I think I have got mine finished. Is yours about finished?
Yeah, about finished. I'm just working on my little tails here.
Yep. I don't know if I'm holding it straight or not, but there we go. And now, you know, because we keep our stems long, this is what they will look like on the back. And so you just come to the back and just use your wire cutters. They will go flying everywhere. And just cut off all of your stems as close to the grapevine as you can get. But by doing it this way, you can move the flowers around. You've got all that dimension that you've got going on. So it's just really an important, to me, one of the most important things in making wreaths is to keep those stems long.
Yeah, and if you don't have a stand and you're making them on the table, if you'll put them in at an angle,
yes,
your wreath will lay flat.
It will.
And you really won't have that many.
You don't have as many in the back that way, but you still keep your stems long.
Yeah, always long, for sure.
You still want to do that.
But it'll help it lay flat. I know.
Yep.
It's hard when they won't lay flat.
It is. But there you go. A sweet, fun Mother's Day wreath. Now, what we will also do after, I'm not going to do it here because it makes too much noise, but we also always have our hair dryer handy, our blow dryer, and then we just blow dry over it on medium to get any of the glue strings, if we have any. It'll get all of those off.
And I'll go over, because I know y'all saw me earlier get that little, I don't even know where it's right there. But I'll get that little bit of glue. I'll use the hair dryer and
get it right off.
It'll take it right off. So that's always a good little tip, little trick.
This ribbon is absolutely so beautiful.
It is pretty ribbon. And again, that ribbon's from Fifth Street Studio Ribbon. You can find them on Etsy or shop5thstreet.com. Shop number 5th street.com.
Yes.
So
there you go.
But these are pretty, and
they
would
are.
Be really
and think
good.
about, you know, think about making it if your mother is still here. Make one for her. I'm sure she would love that.
Yeah, or
and
this
use
would be
whatever's
great
her favorite colors. Yeah,
to someone special.
That's right.
Or
whoever has been somebody. Yes, whoever's been a mother to you.
Because this is a great spring wreath as well.
Yep, it is.
All right, guys. Well, these were fun to make, and I hope you enjoyed them. I think they're sweet and
they are
pretty. So I hope that you will give this a try.
I do too.
If you are watching us on Facebook, y'all be sure to follow our Facebook page so that you get notified when we release videos, when we make posts. Also, you can find us on Instagram. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you get notifications when we release our videos. We're always so thankful that you guys join us on Fridays.
Yes, we are. And like I said, this is our favorite day. We love being here. We love, helping you all to learn how to do these, because there's nothing more fun to me than making wreaths. I love it. Yeah. So we want you to have a love for it too.
Well, we thank you guys so much for joining us. Oh, and if you'd like to check out more tutorials on our blog, we also have the supply list for the wreaths on our blog at gracemonroehome.com. There's lots and lots of different wreath tutorials. Like I said, we've got swags on there. We've got some arrangements on there. And you can just search.
We've got recipes.
Yeah, and you can just search in the search bar something that you're looking for, and that will come right up for you. And
that's right, and we do always post the supply list so that you can see exactly what we used and go find it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week for Flower Friday Live. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.